off before returning to Rockholm. I've also heard that the immigrants from the Ethiopian Khanate are somehow behind all of it. No one seems to know exactly what they're up to, but many suspect that it is not good.
So the rumors all blame the people that are outsiders.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Those
seen
are the
that
ones
before.
I have heard. So are any of you interested in joining old Miguel on a trip to Vruna?
I don't know. I got beer here. And there's no beer there.
Hmm.
There is if we liberate it from Mr. Dukeman.
Well, then, we'll have beer there as well.
And that might be different
Hold
beer. We
the
can bring
beer.
it back to sell.
I like
we're
the
not there
way
to give
you
it back to the
talk,
people.
noble steed. Oh, whatever. I'll just go wherever these guys go.
What about you? What are you?
I'm a half-orc. And
Oh.
if you could bring yourself to
You.
tolerate
That's what that smell is.
When he says half orc, I start laughing and then pause, and then you, and then pause, and then start laughing again.
You seem like you could be up for some adventure.
I'll help you liberate the beer.
Fair enough.
You have my sword.
Okay, let's see.
And you can ignore that D12. I was rolling my height.
I carry a keg over to Thaedra and say, "Put this in the bag. We'll need provisions."
You've already got 3 in there. I'm not putting in another one.
No, it needs to be with its friends. Go in there. Go. And I just start pushing it into the side of the bag.
It's half empty. Just set it down.
I'll just have to finish it before we go then.
You do that.
Yeah.
Well then, it is getting late. Let me get a room here, and how many days until you will be ready for a journey?
I've already got 3 kegs in the bag. I'm ready now. It's like that old saying. 3 kegs
I propose
in the
Taka travels in the bag.
bag. If only.
Well, if you carry the bag, you probably will, right?
Onward, noble steed.
I'd say give us the day to make travel arrangements and make sure that puzzles here will be well attended while we're gone.
That sounds fine. I will see you in the morning. And Miguel heads up the stairs to go to bed.
And I'll buy a room too.
I'll sleep behind the bar like usual.
Guard the
There's a
provisions.
difference between sleeping and passing out.
Nope. Not to me, there isn't.
All right.
If you only do one and not the other.
Well, I guess I should have. I missed a paragraph. Also, Miguel will talk about that. Recently, there's also a newer temple that has been erected to Krisha, the archangel of the Ethganarian Khanate people. Although currently there is a small number of people in Runa from the Ethganar Khanate, they have erected a large and elaborate temple. To most Runians, the temple is a strange and mysterious place, and little is known about the beliefs of the faithful to this god, or archangel. That might be important.
Probably not, though.
Okay. So, hold on. Let's talk travel arrangements. You guys are traveling somewhere that takes days to go over land. Do you guys who all bought like mounts? Is every
I have a horse.
Pony. Also Devin. So I have 2 mounts.
Mr. McGuire?
Sorry, I forgot I muted myself while I was typing. I bought a draft horse. It's like a heavy war horse, but without the training, so I'm not going to use it in combat.
Right.
Yeah, I have a light war horse.
Nolan?
Wasn't planning on it unless you think it's actually necessary.
No. An elf can match pace. Are you guys bringing a wagon along, anything like that, or is it just all that you can carry on your backs?
Well, we'll want...
Might want a wagon to carry back all the loot.
Yeah.
Just haul an empty wagon.
I just worry about what we do with it when we're there.
Well, you're going to a major city. You could buy a wagon there if you're just taking it to carry stuff back. It's actually a bigger city than Orlane.
Sweet. Maybe I can buy magic items. Get a magic sling so I don't have to carry 80 of them.
Well, you think I won't break your magical weapon?
I'd hope that it wouldn't be as easy.
Nolan needs a magic bow with
I
magic
do.
bowstrings.
Fantastically magical.
Bowstring of never breaking.
Yeah.
What, if any, effect does magical armor have on saving throws?
-1.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Like
it's
a ring of protection.
at the level of your... Yeah.
I don't
Thought
think so.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm pretty
I thought
sure
they
it's
did.
only rings and cloaks that give the
Oh, that might be
saving
true.
throws.
Well, someone look it up real quick while I'm looking up some other stuff here.
I left my DMG in the other room. Anybody have a DMG, or should I go grab it?
Yeah, I'm looking through it.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Treasure and magical items.
I got to transfer that chainmail +1 from the other character.
Hmm.
Of course, if I hadn't, I would have bought probably plate mail and actually had even one better AC than that. But
Okay.
As
No,
a side
just
note,
as long if it's just normal armor, it doesn't say anything about saving throws. But yeah, I think if it's
Mhm.
a magical,
The rings and cloaks do.
okay,
yeah,
then bracers,
No.
bracers of defense don't.
No.
So
Those
it's
just give you armor.
it's if it's of protection, like ring of protection or a cloak of protection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Someone has a very loud scroll wheel.
Sorry.
as a side note, Shaglock's from Rockholm.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, by the way, we're traveling back into the Mysteria section of Mysteria.
Oh, good.
Out of the Greyhawk section.
Yes.
Good.
Because all these expert level adventures were all in the original, like, basic D&D world, which is what turned into Mysteria. Alright. All right, so you're looking that up. We're going to begin to travel.
But what am I still looking up? I thought we found it.
Oh, you found it? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, the armor doesn't do anything for us.
Okay.
Well, we hear you scrolling, so
I was just looking through magic items now. Yeah, ring of I was checking to make sure the ring of protections do.
sorry.
Armor class value and saving throws versus all forms of attack.
Welcome to the Duchy of Runa.
Ooh,
Look, this one gave me a player's map,
neat.
which means you can't see the secret doors.
Oh, there we are.
And we're way too big. This is 50 feet a square.
No, I think it's fine.
Let's
This
zoom
place
in
is rather large.
to 150% and make ourselves very little. Oh, bigger. Whoa. Whoa. Can you see that?
Nope.
Oh, that's a bummer. You see it on the video. Dun 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 dun. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to use our tokens much on this map, just like we didn't really on the other map. So you travel for 10 days, and you've arrived at the great city of Runa. So Miguel Hernando de la Montoya. So we have arrived. I gotta remember that he's supposed to have like a Spanish or Mexican sort of Spaniardy accent. So we have arrived, which I can't do, so it's gonna be sad.
Especially since it's especially sad since you lived in Mexico.
Ojale, Holmes. Remember, when you meet someone and they're your really good friend, you'll say, "Hey, pendejo." That means, "Hello, my really good friend." So, we have arrived in Runa. Many of my dwarven compatriots are here in the dwarven quarter of the city. We should visit them and stay there the night. Before that, is there anywhere in the city that you wish to visit?
I'm good.
There's no beer here.
The dwarves have beer.
We're going to the dwarves.
Rest assured, the dwarves have beer.
Lead on, my friend. My very good friend.
Well, I'm gonna find my bloody map of the city. All right. So what? Where's the dwarven quarter? So you guys don't want to explore anything, huh? Don't talk to anyone.
Well, I thought we were going to talk to the dwarves.
Okay, talk to the dwarves. Dwarven quarter up here. Apparently.
Hooray!
So you're going to see this is a series of very long, low buildings, and they're the barracks shops. Miguel's kind of talking about they're the shops of the dwarves who are living in Runa to work on the ducal palace. So as this new palace is being built, dwarves are doing most of the work. A total of more than 50 of these happy folk live here. Now Miguel's going to let you know he's not a Rockholm dwarf, but he is a dwarf. And there's several smithies and stonemasons obviously occupying these buildings. And the rest is kind of living quarters, eating quarters, drinking quarters. And the dwarves are very skilled labor, and they're making a ton of money. And every week or two, in fact, they have to ship out an entire wagon full of gold back to Rockholm to pay for what the Duke's getting done here. And so Miguel's going to lead you in to a tavern here in this district, which is the... Wait. The Dungeon Tavern. We have a place like that on
Sounds
Liberty
very
Avenue in
hospitable.
Pittsburgh, but here it's called Leather Central. Wow. And he's going to invite you. So you come in, a bunch of dwarves. They kind of look up, kind of funny. And Miguel goes, "Don't worry, lads. They're with me." Oh, Miguel! So a lot of people are saying hi to Miguel. So you brought back these folks, have you? Yes. They're here to help us figure out what's going on with the Duke.
I'm here for a drink.
We don't have any beer here, sir. The Duke has had us pay it all in taxes.
Single tier, Eric. Single tier.
Miguel goes, No. They're cool. They're with me. Oh, well, here you go then. Have a beer.
Hooray!
I'll buy one too.
Okay, cool.
I ask if it's dwarvish beer or if they get it from the humans.
It's dwarvish.
The good stuff.
Okay. So, I recommend we set up our base of operations here at the dungeon. It's one that they do not visit often. So, what I have done is I have secured us a room here for the next 4 weeks. I don't know, 4 weeks. So, let us take our stuff up to our room. And then, after a good night's rest, we will see what is to be done in the morning.
Is there a stable?
Yeah.
Okay.
We stable.
The half-orc can sleep in the stable. No.
Yeah. Either way.
Put up a Lyra in the stable. Make sure she has plenty of hay.
So
Hey.
you guys get set up. You get your stuff unloaded. It's kind of mid-afternoon right now as you guys are getting everything set up. After Miguel's unloading guns into a chest, did you realize that he actually had guns that you didn't see on him? And as he starts pulling guns out of his voluminous jacket, and then lifting up his hat, pulls a gun off the top of his head. For most of you, that's going to be interesting because you wouldn't be real familiar with those. But he's putting them away. Keeps 2 on his belt, but unloads most of his stuff.
I will turn to Miguel and say, "Wow, you sure do like guns."
I'll tell you what. These have saved me from more trouble than you could possibly imagine. They have also saved me from more jealous husbands than you could possibly imagine. Oh, the twins. Oh, the twins.
I hear a story coming from that.
Oh, you are too pure of heart to hear that story.
Perhaps you could tell it when the women and elves aren't around sometime.
Quite possibly. Let me see.
I cast Wyvern Watch just inside the door before going to bed.
Well, we're gonna go down and get dinner first.
Okay.
So you guys head down
Not
to
yet.
the main part of the tavern. There's a good number of people here. Different dwarves of different trades, men and women. You're gonna see another You're gonna see a more distinct dwarf, with